we're able to actually change weapons.
I don't think that you are.
What if you go grab one of the?
Like, can you try the Apache? Because that might
or...
answer a few questions.
Yep.
Try.
I need a gunner there.
Maybe try and grab.
I'll go.
Whiplash.
Hold on before we. Okay.
You can't give us toys and not expect us to use them.
You know, normally I'd question why Bane and Bucky are giving us this shit, but honestly, we need all we can get, man.
The problem is switching between those weapons. That's what we don't have. That makes sense.
This thing is so cool.
Oh,
Brian and the commissioner having another private conversation.
Okay. Yeah, we do need to find out. We've got time, so that's all good.
Will the cargo are we going to test if the cargo bob can actually pick up the tank?
Yes, we needed to pretty much test all of these cars.
Alright, where's our ADC?
Do you have a crosshair on?
That's the next option.
I think you can pick these up, can you? Guess we're about to find out.
0% chance.
You think? How about a $10 wager?
Look at the. Can you swing? How far can you swing that left, Richard?
I think
gotcha.
It looks
Got you right here, huh? You can get me, huh?
And I can't get you down there.
So don't get close to your enemy.
Also in the back, I mean, like,
What the fuck?
Watch out.
Did Snow just fire by accident?
No, it's fucking
I think
Bison.
you might have. The only one way to find out.
Shit.
He's taking what? Oh, there you go. That's a rocket.
Holy shit! Holy fuck!
My god.
Yeah, I'm a little more confident about this war now.
I like that one. That's good. Is there a gunner in there?
If that's Snow's Apache, yeah, he brought a gunner with him.
Okay.
I think it's just Bison in there. Is it?
Why did we let Bison get in that?
I don't know. I said I was gonna go, but dipshit Bison won because he's a vibe assassin.
Why didn't you just like box him out, push him down or something?
Why is there a tow truck here?
What a good question.
Is someone gonna steal?
Someone's
gonna steal a tank.
Just yoinked it.
I don't know why.
Where's
the? Curious. We just. Okay.
Both fucking
What?
bones.
Oh, it's the
Bones
bones.
brothers doing it. Hey, what are you doing here? Why are you in a tow truck?
Well, we were trying to figure out the whole thing with the F-14. Rod, we need to go.
Yeah, you gotta tow that tank. What if you put the tank on the tow truck and then you cargo bob the tow truck?
Okay, shut the fuck up, first of all.
We have there's a F-14 in the hangar that we were trying to take out, but
it's all fucked up. Yeah, it's fucked up.
Did someone call you guys down here? What are you guys doing?
Star's coming in real low.
We've been here the whole time.
He's got a handle. Look at him.
Just call a local in town.
Big problem. Like, no countermeasures means all of this is kind of useless. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, there's no way to aim the gun in the front. You kind of like just blindly aim and get lucky. You literally have to pull a fucking Luke Skywalker shooting into the Death Star. What's that beef?
Of course, there's a Star Wars reference. Is this the gun he's on about? I mean, this is all fucking cool as shit. No one can really deny it.
Aim with that helicopter, which was interesting.
We can't lock.
No, there's no crosshair on it. You just have to like hope. You literally have to pull Luke Skywalker on the Death Star. Ow!
Sorry, he was annoying me too,
No, I'm really hyped up for this war.
Well, if you, there's a way to do it.
I couldn't. There was nobody on the camera.
Fellas,
Okay.
fellas,
Listen to him.
I gotta.
All right.
Who is Bucky?
That's
What
me.
is his role in this war?
The man with one arm.
He's gonna be our.
I gathered the one arm thing, but what's he doing here?
He's the military contractor.
I'm the head of Noose.
What?
National
What's
Office of
Noose?
Security Enforcement.
Are you fighting with us?
You know that old rundown abandoned building off of Sustancia Palomino Freeway? Where
What
they
is- what
used
is-
to have a lot of
what do you do as
equipment.
Noose?
Yeah, I guess he reopened it.
I supply the PD with toys when they need them, which is right now.
Toys.
Okay. Is he fighting with us or?
I don't think so.
Do you want the equipment or not?
Yes, we do. Please proceed. Please proceed. Thank you.
Alrighty. What I'm standing on is a B-11 Strike Force, sister of the A-10 Warthog. They're a little different. Namely, the rear tail is a little different, but that doesn't matter. It still flies well. Top speed about 140. If you're high enough, you can get to about 160. This thing is known as the plane that was built around the gun. So let's talk about the gun.
You can like walk and move with him.
Guess we're having a full-on tour here.
God damn.
What you're looking at here is a GAU 8 Avenger. And boy, does it avenge. Spits out a couple thousand rounds per minute. Range is about 200, 300 meters, so don't expect to be taking out SAM sites if you're in range of them, because they will have the range on you before you get near them. Mainly, this will be for strafing runs. You've got if you got vehicles like a BDRM-2 lined up, this cannon will shred through its armor. But you're going to need those ground units to take out those SAM sites in order to do so. We got 2 of them, so I'm not giving you more if they both go down, so use them wisely.
Yeah, we will, fella.
All right.
Is this it?
Next is the cargo bob. It lifts things. You know what cargo bobs do. You've used them before.
Can it pick up a tank?
Specific ones. The Conjalis, yes.
Fuck yeah.
Told you.
In fact, that's probably the best plan of deployment. Once you've got your SAM sites knocked out and you've got the airspace clear, these 2 cargo bobs should transport the 2 Conjalis onto the land.
All right.
This is great.
Alrighty, let's move on.
Back him in basic training.
The SAM sites, 'cause we're gonna be
They're
looking
not
for a
here.
couple.
They're not here, but I have them.
He has SAM sites. You taking notes, chat?
No, Bane, you're gonna flick me off. I'm gonna be careful. All right. What I'm standing on is a TMO-2 Conjali of Polish design. On the front is a mounted rail cannon. It is anti-vehicle. It's slow rate of fire, high impact. It'll take about 4 shots to rip through a BDRM-2's armor. In the secondary position, you're going to have a gunner. He's operating this Browning M2 turret on the front. This is anti-infantry. If you've got any enemies approaching on foot to the tank trying to plant C4, your gunner's going to have to take them out.
Okay,
Finally,
then.
we've got the grenade launchers or 40mm canisters. They should be able to take out some groups of infantry at longer range.
Oh, Jesus.
There's 2 40mm canister launchers, 1 on each side, totaling 4 individuals operating the tank. However, it can still operate the main cannon with just 1.
Where did that go? Oh, Jesus.
Somewhere over there.
We gotta be careful we're not shooting people.
Not into the swamp. All right. Just keep the explosives in the military base. Jesus.
For the sake of
What if there's an innocent fisher
being a
person in the swamp?
patriot, stubble.
You could have just
Sacrifices need
blown
to be
someone
made.
up randomly. Hey,
It's a
your
fucking
funeral.
swamp.
All right.
All right.
Jesus.
Did you explain to them the big one?
What do you mean the big one?
Big
The
shaft.
big one. Shall I demonstrate?
Yeah,
Go
show
ahead.
us.
Yeah,
Easy.
it's
Point it that way.
Yeah, don't blow anything up, please.
a charge-mounted rail cannon.
Yep, it's random.
I'm going to move it out of the way. No worries for you.
Oh, get away.
Rip those
Please
birds.
join me on the actual airstrip for the proper demonstration, so I can guarantee no one
Oh,
escapes.
Oh,
Ow! Bang!
Oh my
You
god.
almost got somebody hurt.
so we're good if somebody's running towards the tank. You just run them the fuck over.
Holy shit.
That's
Like a Tesla? What the fuck? Oh my god. Holy shit.
Dibs.
We should have those in the aircraft carrier. Just being,
Dibs on the second one.
Yeah.
panics.
Yeah.
Imagine hearing that sound. They'll be scared shitless.
The range doesn't look like it's too crazy. Though.
That's
Now, I'll be very
crazy.
clear. Those things, they take 1 tent shell, the engine dies. 3 more, and you explode. The armor will save you from dying, but it won't save the engine.
Will it take it up by one RPG?
It can take four RPGs. 1 to disable the engine, and then another 3 to destroy it.
Like a Jolly?
What about homing missiles or like, you know,
Same as
lock
homing
on?
missiles.
Okay, all right. So just 4 rockets in general.
4 rockets in general. 1 will disable the engine, though, so you'll be dead in the water after the first hit, and you'll survive the next 3. Well, you'll survive the next 2. The 4th will be the end of you.
So after 3, get the fuck out of there.
Where's the? Are we able to repair?
Is anyone writing this down?
You can repair the engine on it.
right.
You're going to need repair kits,
probably
though,
a
and you're
good
going to
idea
need
to
a
stay
very skilled engineer in the field if you are a battlefield veteran.
Honestly, they should self-destruct if we are not going to repair them.
Next, we have the Insurgent. This is going to be your primary troop transport. Seats 9. 2 inside, 2 in the back, 2 hanging off each side. Hold on, I'm counting. 4 inside, 2 hanging off each side.
It hits 9.
2 in the back, and 1 up top. Seats 9.
We wanted one of these for HVTU to put cop lights on it.
And they already got lights on it. Close enough.
Militaristic.
That's not an issue right now.
Up top is a mounted 50 cal. Go ahead, Bane.
Oi.
Oh, baby.
This is so American.
Any questions?
How do we get this to the island?
You can only use that if your rifle's suited, by the way.
cargo
That's
boat.
definitely.
Cargo boat.
Oh, cargo boat. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna try to use a pretty big boat as well. Maybe we could use one of those, you know.
Richard, in case I
Those
missed anything with
inflated,
the
like,
guns.
hover boats?
Oh,
No,
the
those,
boats
like-
with the guns in the front.
The boats with
Thunder.
shipping containers.
Oh,
boats.
yeah.
What, you want a fucking cargo
I think
ship?
never mind. There was 2
I
hours
mean,
ago.
that's the only way, right?
All right.
Yeah, we might need
Oh,
to.
yeah.
We might need to use a cargo ship to get things over there.
The Insurgent over here will take the same amount of hits as the Condralia. They've got the same armor. 1 hit will disable the engine, 3 more, and you go boom.
Not so bad.
Next, we're moving the light armor. This thing will explode on the first hit. It trades off armor for speed. However, it has dual-mounted 50 cal, so you can fire 360 at the same time. Go ahead, Bane.
Oh my god. Bones,
Day of,
please.
we'll probably swap out the back 50 cal turret for a grenade launcher.
All right.
Any questions?
I see it over there.
None at
None.
all. When do
No, we're
when can we
good.
start playing with them? You know, got the toys.
All right. Finally is the Hunter.
Who is
I'll
this
explain it real
commissioner?
quick if you'd like. Or we
Yeah.
can just go straight to it, and we can have that be the first test flight that Snow takes out.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Alrighty.
Is this the tools that we're getting? Are we getting more of them, or
We're getting more. This is just a little bit of a
This is a
teaser.
display,
The
basically,
teaser.
right? Yeah.
full of cocktails? I got you.
This is what you might be using, you know, in your squad or whatever you deployed in.
Whatever the fuck that guy's called, and he's like,
Trying to make sure everybody
Yeah,
knows what's going on, so they can
Yep.
educate
No,
their
it's
cops how to
the
use it and what's the
fucking-
purpose
suit
behind
guy.
it. So.
yeah, this is what this is.
Thanks, Castover. To you as well.
Yeah, so Bucky's secretly the villain.
A little more confident now.
Yeah, good.
Mounted on both sides are missile pods. You can see right here, we've got 4 Hydras.
That was my
On the
missile
bottom of the nose,
sounds.
you've got a 230 MG chain gun. The 230 MG chain gun is operated by the secondary passenger. No, you are not able to operate the camera equipment on the front. That is a limitation of the tech we have.
Damn.
However, there is a way to sort of get around it. You have to think about some things. But when you're in the cockpit of the control panel, you'll see. If you think about your, once you get your weapon systems online.
You're freaking me out with how slow you're talking.
Think about, if you think about operating an aircraft, you should be able to toggle your aircraft weapon camera. Have that available and ready to use.
Oh,
that's both for the V-11 Strike Force and the pilot of this thing. It'll normally when you're flying it, the crosshair will be all over the place and you won't know where you're shooting. Using that camera will point you directly dead center on where you will be firing while flying.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
So if you're going in for a strafing run on the Strike Force, I would toggle into that camera to line up your shot.
Well, this was a nice tour.
I'm gonna stand back.
He's got this. He moved it.
Step away.
Just
As you can see, in the gunner's seat, the chain gun moves where I look. Sometimes it's going to be a little hard to see where you're shooting. That's why I strategize looking where you're shooting, pulling the gun up, firing, looking back, and looking again. Sort of take a shot, look at it, line up your shot, then move the gun back up and take your shot again. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
I have a question. With the B-11, how do you use the bombs / rocket pods?
I need to test that myself.
Okay. I'm trying to
I need
figure
to see
it
if
out.
it works or not. So give me a minute.
If you could do that, that'd be great.
I'm gonna take a test flight.
That'd be great.
What the fuck?
Hey, make sure you file flight data. Make sure you file your flight data. You don't want to pop off as a unidentified aircraft.
Wasn't there a bear in World War II that was like a mascot for a battalion or something?
I've read about that recently, actually.
Yeah.
About the
I
bear.
did not know that. That's crazy.
Like he came along with him and everything. Is that the plan for Boris? I don't want Boris to get hurt. Actually, that's a bad idea.
So these do like 140, so you're not outrunning any missiles like the Hydra, and you don't have any flares.
I wonder how good maneuverability
So I think you're
is.
just
So, like,
dead.
could you dodge them?
Nah, the maneuver like.
Well, I'm trying to get as one of the anti-air so we can kind of see the limitations of it, how to use it. We're gonna have some of them on the aircraft carrier. I'm tempted to have some. If we could cargo bomb them to the mainland, that'd be good. So we could have anti-air on the actual island.
I can quote something to you.
Oh, I already know the quote.
Okay. The range is much further than we projected. So basically, my confidence in a jet right now is pretty fucking low. I told you I wouldn't bullshit you, and I'm not gonna bullshit you. I'm telling you now, if we go up in those jets on Monday, we're dead. As they
I don't think we're gonna have the jets up until anti-air is confirmed gone.
How do we know anti-air is gone if they're just walking around
Because the
with
ground
like
blows it up.
stingers? Wait,
Ground
what?
has
Say
to
again?
move first.
No, I'm saying
There's a difference between a handheld Stinger and an actual mounted anti-air that can just spam fire. And just,
yes, that's what I was asking you. Like, do we know they're mounted or is it just like handheld? They
You
run around
can
with
fire
them?
those anti-air launchers as fast as you can fire an RPG, dude.
Yeah, I remember being an L1 against one of those handheld.
Yeah, I'm not bullshitting you. I'm telling you now, if we don't have flares on Monday, we are dead. There is no ifs, ands, or buts around that. That is a fact.
Yeah, we need to try and get flares in them. We need to try and get the thing with Cyclones so it has a machine gun on it.
Chaff is way better.
No, we need flares. They're anti-air launchers. It's not a radar guided. It's heat.
You tried, Lovesick. Nice try. It is the plane guy. He's the plane guy.
And worst comes to worst, they'll just have to be used for
really not
the second
reliable.
phase of the attack, and not the initial.
Well, wouldn't it be the third phase? Because we send in the cadets, then we send in everybody else, and then we send in
No,
the air.
Bison, stop it.
No, Axel said the DOC, not the cadets. Remember?
Oh shit.
No, that's not the plan. I'm not sending the DOC in first. That is a really bad idea.
We send Bison in first.
No, because then the war will be over before it even starts.
Bison plus 20 DOC.
That's true.
We could just send a bunch of cadets.
I told them to send me in, give me a ghillie suit suppressor and 20 sticks of C4, and I'll end it.
Okay. All right.
Oh, we are asking for C4.
I don't
want
ever believe you. Give me
what about like
20 sticky bombs, and I can do it.
Are we getting like? Do we have any AT4s or like anything for us available? Like rockets for us?
Yeah, we're asking for them, like handheld rockets. The plan is there should be like one rocket per squad. You're gonna have different like roles per squad. You know, you'll have a rifleman. You'll have someone that probably has a drone. You're gonna have someone that's gonna be in charge of communications with a radio. Someone with rocket, assault, possibly sniper, maybe SMG.
Like a DMR or something.
Yeah, you have different people per squad. I don't really want to do with the Lost War. We just had all the snipers in one single squad, and then they went to the top of that mountain, and they got blown up by 5 RPGs before anything happened. And we lost all snipers in long range in one go.
Yeah.
So spreading it out amongst the squads is how we're going to be able to get through this.
Okay.
Do we get to choose what class we get to be?
Okay, Bison. Why do you have to say ask
There'll
questions
be
like that?
there'll be a period at the start. It'll be like 30 seconds, and it's first come, first serve.
Okay.
And then you're locked in.
Please.
Can I be a sniper?
Don't know.
What if I said like
good idea.
What if I say please?
This what a tank.
Significantly decreases his chance of accidentally shooting one of you guys.
I don't know if it's really far away. He's gonna have qualified immunity. He'd be like, it was just a blob. I saw movement.
True.
All I saw was a head over a wall. You know.
And you're damn straight I'll use that excuse regardless of where I am on the battlefield.
All right. We can all break up and start testing the equipment. If you blow anything up, I'm gonna fucking hate you. So don't do it. I'm gonna be like blow up one of the vehicles. You can blow things up, right? Like the sky, and if a bird gets hit, that would not be good because those are the government drones. And I think Buck would be pretty upset if we blew up his birds. So don't.
The Hunter's
don't
a
blow up the
$13 million piece of machinery. You're paying for it if you blow it up.
The budget will cover some of it, and the mayor's office, right? 2 million. Well,
Mayor's office is not happy with the budget right now, so you should not count on that.
This is.
I think the mayor's office is not here.
We're gonna
right
have
now.
to increase tax.
They're unavailable.
You can't put a price on freedom, ma'am.
You can. It's just really, really
get
high.
out of here with your cheesy shit.
I heard it was a buck.
I'm sorry.
Here's a
Can
price
we
for
go
everything.
and test? No, I want to see if I can make
If it's
things
an
work.
aerial
You wanna go
thing,
test out the gun in
you're
the
only
front?
clear to fly it if you're clear to fly stuff like Air 1 or Whiplash. All right.
Hey, can I get the keys to the Hunter?
If you're not Whiplash suited, then don't go in the jets.
Hey,
If you're helicopter suited with Air 1, don't go in the cargo bomb or the Apache.
double.
Test out the ground. Yeah, what's up?
The same for me. The same for Richard Dark. As much as I literally want to jump in every single thing and fly around, yeah, not for me.
Do we still need to be here?
I don't think you had to be here to begin with. Then, to be fair.
Well, we got asked, so we came.
Oh, just like the cargo ship, when only one person talked.
Can we get a ride?
Oh.
Where?
Back to Polito?
Is Jenny here one started? That'd be 4. Jenny!
Okay.
Yeah, this is great.
Boris is a one-seater.
This is fantastic.
But Boris could take me to get the car, and I can come back and get you guys.
What do you mean, Boris? No, we'll get you a ride.
Oh, Boris can handle anybody. any
Boris
threat.
is all the protection we need.
Trust. One swipe with those.
Holy
balls.
shit.
Just like old times, Boris. Remember when we went hunting? Let's go.
Well. Fucking hell. Is that a warthog? It sounded amazing. Do it again. Do it. Do it. Do more. More. Yes. America. It's so cool.
I can handle my own.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'll tell him directly that demented diaper baby really just pisses
Don't
me
call
off.
him that, especially for the command. And
it's a friendly nickname. He likes it.
He does not like it.
He owns his own diaper.
No, he told me
company,
yesterday he likes it. He's a
Commissioner.
diaper heir.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm
he,
sure, man.
He 100%
Just don't want people calling that.
Listen, no. We're friends. I'm not going to recommend other people call him that, but like we're chill. We're friends. I've known him for a while, and he's also the heir to a massive diaper fortune. So like, it's not even not factual.
Really?
Yeah.
My
He's
God.
Tready diapers. You never heard of him?
Tready branded diapers. You didn't think that was a coincidence?
Never really thought about it. To be
It's all
honest.
nepotism. There's no way this guy is this successful on his own. Nepotism. That guy's got a rich dad.
You think so?
Oh, for sure.
I mean, think about it. Every
Tready
baby in
Senior?
this country needs
Yeah,
diapers.
he pulls some strings.
Like
for sure.
Jesus. Have you seen any other diaper brands out there?
Yes,
I
I'm sorry.
haven't.
I don't buy diapers very often, Mountain.
Well, the diaper market's very small in Los Santos because there's no babies, and most
Elderly,
people don't live
right?
past the age of 25 because of gang wars and police shootings. But they are the only diaper in the marketplace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were sick of the diaper stories. This is promising. I guess, you know, it's nice to know we
it's
have.
concerning, but it's good. It's better than the
Yeah.
Sandy were already.
Why is it being supplied by Bucky? And
you know what?
Owen was trying to
I
untangle
just
that
asked that
very
question.
thing. Yeah.
I don't fucking know. I don't know that guy. I'm not trying to come from a place of judgmental. Like, I'm not trying to be an asshole. I really am not this time. This time for sure. But I just don't know what Bane from Batman and Bucky from Captain America are doing here. I'm not sure. Or I thought Bucky was trying to be a cop. Like,
Do you remember what
6
Bucky's
months ago.
What's Bucky's legal name, Dark? Do you remember?
James Bond.
Okay, there you go. Is he a member of Aegis or?
Wait, did you say Barnes?
Yeah.
No, it's not Justin. Don't worry.
He's not related to Justin?
Oh, no way.
Yeah, he's in Aegis. Yeah, he's the
Okay,
new.
so he's Aegis. That's where he fits in.
I mean,
Alright, so it
Bane
does
was
go back to
a lifer
Aegis.
in prison, and now
Yeah,
he's
I knew. I was told that actually. I was very surprised to see that.
So
he was
Aegis has
he's an
hired
ex-
2 lifers to supply military
I don't think
equipment?
Bucky was a lifer though, was he?
Mm,
I'm pretty confident he wasn't. Bucky's been around for a long time. I know.
no,
Bucky.
you're right. He wasn't. Yeah.
not
No, Bucky
like
was
personally. I don't know him. I know of him. I thought he was like he's like trying to do ride-alongs and be a cop like 6 months ago. Oh yeah, he's the noose head of Aegis.
Mm-hmm. So that means
I don't-
Noose is under Aegis.
I also thought Noose was kind of like a police thing. I thought that was Noose
Yeah,
was. I thought we dismantled Noose because it was basically our old SWAT team and we didn't need it anymore. But I'm not sure.
I mean, they have a little bird. I've seen a little bird over at the Noose building. Are we gonna get a little bird too?
Well, I know. What's his name? Our head of Air 1, Lucas Lovesick, has been asking for a buzzard. I think it's the official name's a buzzard.
Yeah.
For like, he's been asking for that for a really long time. The HV2 really wants a buzzard, so it's kind of like lighter weight helicopter.
Yeah. We need to.
Okay.
Toys are nice and all, but we've got to, like, once this Senate meeting is over, we've got to really get things moving sooner rather than later. Like, when it comes to training and operations and that kind of thing, people need to know what they're doing, not the night before it happens.
Yeah, I don't know. It kind of seems like Brian's running this damn thing. Brian seems to know way more than... I actually spoke to Brian a few days, like, I want to say, like a week ago, I guess now. And he was saying to me that he couldn't tell me why they wanted to invade. He wasn't even supposed to tell me they were going to invade. And I was like, oh, I guess I'll ask Axel, but I guess Brian has higher clearance than I do, I suppose.
Yeah, I had the same thing today. I asked for the evidence. I just wanted to look through all the evidence that Brian has on the whole island and everything like that, but he said you have to ask the Senate. And then I even ordered him to do it. And
with Axel to see if
we haven't had the chance yet.
Not.
I didn't know Axel was going to come around so early. So once this is all cleared up, I'm not going to do it now because he'll be distracted. But once this all clears up, Owen, I'd like you to be there, but me and Stubble as well. We want to have a chat with the commish.
Are you talking about like today or a later day?
Yeah, today, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll be there today.
Okay, good.
I'm just looking. Yeah. I guess it seems like from the Aegis legislation, what I'm looking at in here in the Aegis is that they have like a task force for storefronts that Brian's the head of. I can't tell. And then, yeah, Brian's the head of the task force storefront stuff. And then Edward Thatch Moosebeard is the head of the other task force, which I presume to be the customs, which is just the Shark Ranger unit.
Correct.
And then I'm looking at the very bottom, and James Barnes is listed as the news head of Aegis. And I'm very curious what that means, because I don't know. I'm going to sound super judgmental, but I am so sick and tired of civilians starting government-type agencies that want to do the same thing police do, instead of just them getting a job if they really want to be a police officer. They'd like go around us and try to like get a job with the Senate to be like official police officers, when it's like, dude, you could have just gotten a job 7 months ago and been one.
I agree. I don't know whether this has been communicated. I only learned this from Brian today, but one of the reasons that the treaty broke down was what the fuck? That was dangerously close. One of the reasons the treaty broke down was because Brian and Bass and somebody else went to Sanguine under the guise of Aegis to extradite Johnny Devine. Were you guys aware of this?
Oh, I have no idea. I've not heard Aegis went there. I mean, do you know about?
You know about Shelby? Talk about this close to other people. And
I found it. Yeah, I found it today.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know about the Divine thing? Is that like? Yes. Did you know about it ongoing?
No, I learned about it today.
I had no idea until like Shelby told me an accident.
I feel like why has communication gone so much worse? I don't understand.
I don't feel like it's that much worse. It just feels like stuff is gatekept intentionally. Like, that they don't trust us as high command, and like Brian
what it feels like. Yeah.
Brian is doing a lot of
everything.
I don't want to say underhanded, but he's just doing stuff. You know, like I don't think there's maliciousness to it. I think Brian is just doing stuff constantly, and like he's not really informing anyone besides Axel, and then Axel isn't telling us maybe.
Yeah.
I think that's most likely. It was started before the restructure, all this, so maybe some quiet.
Are people just showing up? Are we inviting people, or are they just showing up? Because
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, let it be a display of what we have.
So well, I'm concerned. The more people that are here, the more likely that someone up in a fucking R34 and tries to jack something, or gets on the gun.
And they would regret that they did that. Trust me.
I'm sure they would. I'm sure they would, but it doesn't stop it from happening usually. Usually, regret comes after the action, so them regretting it would probably not stop them from doing it. I just, we'll have time for it all later. I'll leave it for now.
Mr.
I feel like people are just showing up. I'm going to be honest. I feel like cops are just showing up.
Cops are just showing up, 100%.
And I feel like, you know what? I'm sure all of them have a tie-in.
A lot of these cops can use a lot of these tools, right?
Yeah, but we're not training them right now. This is like we are testing these things out to see if they will be used. We don't need a bunch of cops climbing around, jumping into stuff, and be monitored so they don't fuck things up for us. When we train with them, we'll invite them. If that's in an hour, great. If
what
it's in
the
3 hours,
fuck
great.
is that?
If it's on Monday, great.
No, We should probably wrap it up here. We should probably wrap it up here pretty soon and get everything kind of stored and then get ready for this upcoming.
Do we know? Did the carrier bot pick up everything? Do we have notes on that? Because I don't think it's going to pick up the tanks, right?
No, let's try. Come on.
It did.
We need to. That's the first thing we need to test. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I told him to do all what you said.
Okay,
so I'm hoping.
We'll just ask and see.
Yeah. I'm hoping they have all that done and documented.
Okay.
Okay.
Got a dinghy with a mounted MG on the front. Seats 5, 4 passengers, 3 passengers, 1 driver, 1 gunner. However, you are very exposed.
Yes.
You're trading off speed.
This is a mess already, and I hate it. There's absolutely no control.
I gotta interrupt.
Tactics.
Were we able to get notes on everything the cargo bot was able to pick up?
Not the Rhino.
So it can't pick up the Rhino, or we don't know?
Yeah, you're right. I just went to STSO, tried to pick it up, and it pulled me to the ground. It was too heavy.
Yeah, so I figured. Can it pick up the tanks?
Yeah, it can actually.
All right.
Which is very surprising.
Those tanks might take like. I'm gonna keep it real.
They're carbon
Those tanks,
fiber.
I think, take like 20 rockets to blow.
We should probably only use 1.
No.
At a time.
But I thought he said it was 4. It takes 20.
It could be 4. It could be. I don't. If they have numbers on it, then I'm willing to go with their numbers.
We'll have a conversation about that kind of stuff. So I wouldn't worry about the details of that.
Fair enough.
Sure.
I think we should get 30 of those tanks.
Well, yeah. I mean, if they take 4
maybe
rockets,
50.
then that's pretty good.
I think we should just like
Only use those for the entire thing.
Yeah.
Why would we use anything but that if we could
We
get
should just
20 of
patrol them, honestly.
Fuck yeah. High speed pursuit? Don't think so.
Yeah.
You're going to Kingdom Come, buddy.
What about those bulletproof cars
You do
we
a
had
bus
way
block,
back
I
in
drive
the
through the
day?
bus.
Just get a couple of those.
So we got the meeting in an hour, so we need to wrap this up as soon as possible, right?
Are we gonna be having the what was his name, Mr. Irrelevant? He's gonna come through and pick these things up, make sure they're not left here.
Oh yeah, I mean Bucky will
I
handle
thought
that.
Bucky and Bane were gonna.
Yeah, they'll deal with that stuff. They'll place it
Aegis
away.
Noose guys take care of it.
Where's the meeting with the senator gonna be?
Hold on, I'm not finished. Are you guys inviting all these deputies that showed up, or are they just showing up? Because
I told the Shock Rangers to show up to talk to Bucky, and that's who the deputies are with. Bones and JB, I don't know who the fuck told them to come here. Also, why is Lady with Bear here?
I don't know.
I'm not
She's
sure.
a Russian security
Brian.
officer. That's the Russian security uniform. I thought I said the same thing. I don't know who's inviting these people.
What the? Oh, that's Andy. She had to get a lip from the bear.
So, but you can't get mad at Bear.
Okay, I'm gonna ask her if no one knows why she's here. Brian, do you know
what
why
is
the Russian security officer's here?
Thanks, Boris.
Yes. Boris.
That's
The
not an answer.
Russian agent is here. Can we get the Russian agent out of here, maybe?
Shoot it outside.
Outside the gates, yeah.
If we get something that's amphibious, that'll be.
Was it agreed that Ursula can do war correspondence?
No,
I know it kept
no.
going back and forth.
No.
All right.
She can be at the aircraft carrier though.
I meant like an
And second, the text message I just sent you.
Oh, here we go. More secrets.
Okay, can you step up?
We're gonna green light that.
Okay, let's get the rush. I'm gonna say it. if he's not gonna
Yeah. Go for it. Talk to Moosebeard, of course. Make sure that he's good with this because that's their equipment. I'm pretty sure they got what we have. So I'm good with it if they're good with it.
Okay. And you know the consequences of that, right?
What do you mean?
If they get captured.
No, I'm saying make sure that they're good with using their equipment. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah, but you know they could get captured, right? They're gonna be getting really close.
Well, let's hope to God they don't get captured.
All right. All right. I'll let them know.
But take it really seriously, Brian. Okay? No fucking around.
They're the best.
Like, am I the only one seeing this? Am I going crazy? Am I going crazy?
I'm gonna borrow this helicopter.
I'm a high command member. Stood here, and they're talking in riddles.
Goodbye, Boris. Thank you again. We're happy to have you back, and we love you.
Boris is very cute.
Okay, she's a Russian. She's ex Russian. She's now American citizen.
Wearing a
She's just
Russian
wearing that.
uniform.
Well, she quit. She said she quit. So
Like a Halloween costume or something?
more or less, I guess. She's part of it. She remembers it as part of like.
Did we
I
get
told
a
her it's kind of
location for when the
concerning.
meeting is in an hour?
So,
Nope.
no idea. I'm gonna guess probably Mission Row.
Oh, Jesus.
In the cargo bomb?
Now, who's flying that? Oh, it's Axel. Hey, Thatch.
Boy. Oh, there you are.
Oh. What's going on? Can I ask you a question about the Shark Rangers and stuff? Are you
Absolutely.
guys acting under the authority of Aegis when you do Shark Ranger stuff in the water with the islands, or
We're gonna bomb a
police?
city hall. I'm going.
Okay.
Only when it comes to customs and essentially the seizure of certain items and whatnot.
Okay.
I mean, the Shark Rangers itself are a unit that is within the PD.
Yeah, for
the,
sure.
The naval unit. I mean, you know all about it. But
I would know. I founded it.
when it comes to border patrol, when it comes to customs, when it comes to how we deal with goods traveling to and from, then yeah, we do operate under Aegis for that.
So do
That's
you
how we got the
identify
legislation to be able to
as
handle
Aegis or customs or police or what? I'm just curious, like how that goes down.
We've always just told everyone we're the Shark Rangers. If it
Okay.
ever got to the point where they're like, well, you have no right to be able to do this, then we have no problem quoting, the legislation that existed, as well as saying that we're under the guidance of Aegis and whatnot. And most
Gotcha.
people were pretty understanding with why they
Alright.
were being searched and why they were being detained coming to and from the island.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay. I'm just curious how that went down.
Was any like
Just-
civilian members of Aegis ever involved in anything like that?
I mean, Eve and Tim, but they were never involved in the actual
Like they're not out there on the
patrol or
sea.
apprehension.
They're involved in the higher level organization, not the
Okay, that makes
underground
sense.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just bringing
even,
up the legislation stuff, so I was curious.
Even
how that
Tim
went
were
down.
always our go-to, who we spoke to about what was going on. I believe his name's Tim.
Tim Collins.
Yeah,
isn't
Tim
it?
Collins.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim Collins. That's the guy.
Do you work at all with Bucky and Bane?
Bucky on occasion. There
What's
was
his role
one time.
with News? Do you know? He said Noose, which is like
Yes.
National Office of.
Yeah,
But
Bucky
that's,
is with News now.
that's like the only. It's Aegis Noose, and he's the only employee of that branch or whatever.
It's a little complicated. So the TLDR is yesterday at 5 a.m. I got a phone call from Crane, who then directed me to the senator, and we got approval to get Noose up and operational. Noose operates under Aegis as a I forget what they stand for. They're like emergency deployment. Think of it as the smash the glass red button agency. They were provided with a list of equipment, some of which is here today, so that we could ensure everyone has a idea as to like how this stuff works, so that D-Day we're not just like hopping a tank.
They're like the military weapon procurement.
Correct. Yeah. So up until now, they've only had access to flak cannons and surface-to-air missiles. However, they were authorized via the Senate to recommission some of the things sitting in these bunkers.
Yeah, we had worked with Bucky in the past. I believe when he was with Cerberus back during the Lang administration, and we had seen what Brian's saying, like flak cannons and surface-to-air missiles and things like that. That I think
so
will be
dodgy,
very, very
dude.
good to
Holy
have aboard
shit.
the Leviathan to make sure that our forward defense base, our forward base, is kept safe. Because that's where our triage is going to be, and that's where we're going to probably operate out of.
Okay, I see. Wow, it's a lot.
And they were just ready to go yesterday at 5 a.m. Like they just had all this ready.
No, that's when I did get. How do I put this? I've been aware of Noose trying to get up and operational for a little bit now, for a number of reasons. But The big thing was that the noose legislation is not in, but due to the emergency situation, it was authorized by the Senate for noose to operate temporarily beyond the scope of what they already do.
What would their role be outside of this short-term invasion, war, whatever you want to call it?
Right now, it's just procurement. In relation to the long term, that's still to be determined. As I believe the legislation is still being discussed or evaluated. So it's still in that stage, like it's not released yet.
What are their plans? Like, what's their proposal?
I believe this is the full scope of what they're gonna be.
Just
So
military weapon procurement. So like, okay, like introducing
Like-
weapons, training officers, and then disappearing again until they're needed.
That's my understanding.
Okay, well, yeah, I think of noose. Well, people have tried to found noose for years. So I was hoping that they weren't like police adjacent or something, because that's usually their
That's always
proposal.
a possibility.
Well, I hope not, because that'd be no fucking point to have a 6th new department. I hope.
No, I think so historically what I've seen is like sometimes these legislations are sometimes like overreaching. And then the negotiations temper it back into like the realm of reality. I don't think it's outside the scope of them like desiring it. Whether that's something that, you know, ends up becoming a reality, I'd be surprised.
You know, Dark, I was gonna say nobody's gonna listen to that, but then I think he just did it. I think he just went and did it.
He's a good lad. I don't know who it is.
I got him credit. What I was gonna say is nobody who actually reads through in ones would listen to that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
the overlap between people that actually read through in ones and would listen to the order are gonna, you know what I'm saying? There's like, it's 0 people. Nobody would actually do that.
Well, hey,
I stand wrong.
Proved you wrong.
Yeah. Proved me wrong. I couldn't even say it in time.
Listen, my hope with this new thing is that it's not one of these emergency declarations that just happens to stay in after everything's finished. Because I don't know. Listen, I'm
was
very
Aegis
happy.
founded in mind with customs and stuff and storefronts in mind, or is that kind of just like they're around, might as well do that?
Sorry, say again.
I guess it's more. I don't know if you're involved with Aegis at a high level, but I was wondering if Aegis was founded with the border in mind and
the border
storefront
of
stuff. Well, yeah, whatever border is.
Oof. The TLDR is the island showed up and we scrambled to figure out what the fuck to do.
And Aegis was just like there, so it was like we can use them because they're trusty.
Yeah, I mean, given that it's like sort of the civil branch, and it inherently needs to work with law enforcement, it seemed it was like the best course avenue.
Yeah, I was curious. Also, you said about the civil law enforcement overlap. Who is Aegis's police employee now? Because it says like they need a board member has to be like police adjacent or something. Is that? I know Bass was probably the previous one, but who is it now?
You're looking at him.
So you're like the. How did that happen? Who chose? How are you elected?
I killed no.
There's another dark joke from Brian. Very well timed.
Just awake all the time, I guess. Things just kind of
Wow,
happen.
the bar is really low for that. I mean, not
Yeah.
you in particular, but if being awake for it is, I mean, that could have gone to anybody.
Well, I mean,
that could have
it's
been
true,
Juno.
but I'm being honest. Yeah, it could have been
Okay.
Juno.
Okay.
Awake and focused.
Okay.
Juno's not focused.
Is that Brick on the machine gun up there?
That I got to talk to you real quick about some SOU stuff. Sure.
Oh.
Damn,
Who is
you-
that?
You got called out there, Owen.
I was
don't know.
talking normally. Oh, is it? Who is that? I can't tell who that is.
It's
Double?
okay, I got a camera. Let's find out.
Just too lazy to walk over there, man. I can't
It's
do it.
it's double. It's double.
All right.
Why did the this commissioner not like? Why Why did he go to a bomb?
He went to the bomb. Yeah, I noticed
Because
that.
it's at City Hall, so he probably
EOD
thinks it's
on duty. So I figured EOD would handle the EOD.
He knows it's important, right? And that there's like other people that handle that
He
stuff.
may not know that, honestly.
He
may
not
not know that. It's totally possible he doesn't know that.
It's also possible he heard about what happened to the last commissioner and he thinks he's got something to prove.
Possible. Who's next in line? Like Trey?
Sadly, Toretti.
He's not even showing up to do his job anymore. I think it's really just a coin flip between.
Is Trey the chairman or the commissioner? What's his chairman business?
Commissioner has been calling him chairman.
He doesn't know what rank he wants to be. I heard him say it himself. He was like deputy commissioner, but now he's like equal rank to Axel for some reason. And
then
now
why chairman?
I think he likes China. I'm gonna be honest. I think he likes the China thing.
Okay. There's a bird just dropped out of the sky. Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, people shouldn't shoot birds. For no reason.
Had TJ Walker down my ear today talking about Brian Knight being corrupt and ageist and everything.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
TJ Walker, the corrupt cop who got fired for being corrupt and is now a gang member, is talking about corruption.
He did say something
I guess it's an expert.
Maybe he knows best, man.
Nobody would know better than him. The literal expert in the field.
Exactly.
What did he have to say about Brian?
I can't remember about Brian. I kind of zoned out because I've heard it so many times. But the one thing he did say that was interesting is obviously Aegis was started by Langbutter and Co. And it's still operated by Cerberus adjacent, or they're involved a lot. Apparently, during in recent times, I didn't get details specifically, but apparently Harry Brown and some of the other members of Cerberus were seen on Sanguine Island in full camo, planting like cameras and like laser tripwires and all this crap. I think he might have said that it was. I don't know.
How do they know they're planting laser tripwires?
Again, I don't know.
How the fuck does...
Obviously, it's all. It was just really
How does that
specific.
expand to Brian Knight being corrupt? Did he give any actual evidence or things?
I think it was something to do with. It might have been when Brian and Bass went over to the island or something. It's just he was. I guess it was a reach that Bass and Brian both in Aegis, and then all these guys. So basically saying that Harry and Langbutter are very invested against the island. So they would have. I mean,
I thought Lang and Jaeger were like hella tight. I thought that was like that they were friends or like almost family or something. I felt like they were really close.
They were father and son. I heard.
Oh, why would they not be friends? I don't.
But then I also thought that Bane and Bucky and Jaeger were all really close too. But now they're supplying us with things to go blow them up.
That's a good question, actually.
Yeah.
I thought Lang, Bucky. Okay, you're right. I know Lang is close with Bucky because of Cerberus.
Mm-hmm.
Bucky was always Cerberus. Even his arm said Cerberus for a while, I thought. But now, is he still Cerberus? Or is Aegis Cerberus?
I think
because I feel like I know there's like an overlap there, at least a little bit.
There's a big
overlap. Now that I'm thinking about it. Okay. It's a big overlap. Well, I guess it makes sense. I mean, Cerberus is basically like, they do like a lot of shit for civilians, so pretty big deal. What else are you gonna do? Okay, well, I don't think Brian is I can't tell you if Brian's corrupt or not because I personally, when I ran IA, big time. Let me tell you, big time. That guy was #1 complainant. You would think Conan Clarkson was higher. Wrong. It was actually Brian Knight.
He shot that
Brian
stripper.
Knight. Yeah.
Brian Knight. I remember that.
He was like 75% of the complaints we got when I was running IA. And then, interestingly enough, like 3 or 4 months ago, he told me, I was still a trooper. I wasn't yet the undersheriff or the sheriff or anything yet. I was asking him something or other, and he just kind of told me like, oh yeah, I've murdered multiple people and gotten away with it. And I did it for the betterment of the police department. And it's past the statute of limitations, so now he's just open about it.
That's interesting. Something TJ Walker said on the phone today was he spoke to Brian, and Brian said, I've killed members of PD and I'm proud of it.
Oh yeah, that's Cody Sharp he's talking about. I fully believe he murdered Cody Sharp.
Yeah.
He said, "Hey, turn around," and shot him in the back of the head. He didn't pose any threat.
Yeah, on top of the,
It was false alarm.
Dark had something for you on that subject.
Yeah, what's going on?
oh yeah, Commissioner, you're like the really important guy. You're really important, and we don't want you to die. And we have people that are good at bomb stuff that know how to do that.
Yeah, the reason I didn't go is because I know EOD's on duty. I know both Bison and pretty sure Mueller are on duty. So I was
Well, that's what I did. I just dropped them off. I was on the outside, and then they just.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't with them.
Yeah,
Clear.
we were concerned you were like going to defuse it yourself, and we're like,
No,
oh,
no.
Can't lose you, man.
I don't got expertise in that kind of subject.
Yeah, all right. Just making sure.
I don't think our last one did either, but that doesn't stop him from trying.
Yeah, I don't know if I told you this. Brian was telling me a few months ago, back when I was a trooper at the time before you were the commissioner. He actually told me he murdered multiple people, and got away with it because the statute of limitations, and that he claimed to do it for the betterment of PD in the city. And apparently he was bragging about murdering Cody Sharp again.
That's
accurate. A deputy who
deputy.
was on duty who had a mental health breakdown. He shot in the back of the head.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
We should go for his badge.
I didn't say that. I didn't even say anything like that. I was just telling you, Brian has been known to murder people and get away with it.
I mean, he should be a cop, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think like that. I didn't think about
I
it
like
that.
you, Commissioner. I think you've got some good instincts.
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of cleanup to do. You know, if people are acting that way, they shouldn't be in the department. You're gonna be bragging about being.
Well, he might say he's joking now, but I'm certain he was serious.
I mean, you two seemed on the same page yesterday. No, the negotiations. Well, I don't know whether can we call them.
Dude,
can we call them negotiations?
Axel hates Brian. He striked him like 6 times. I think.
Yeah, I mean, I've given Brian most of my strike points.
Yeah.
The negotiation was just me just sending a message from the Senate. I was told these are the orders. Go out there, negotiate, and then make the demands. If they don't compromise, they walk away. Then it's war. That's what I got told, and I went with it.
Was Brian given that order?
Well, I mean,
yeah,
he was part of the conversation.
So
why was the head of a investigative department doing international negotiations regarding politics?
Well, that's what I was getting to that, because apparently he's like the so Aegis has like 2 board members and then the owner or whatever, the chairman of the board, and they also have a police representative in Aegis. And Brian just told us a second ago that whenever the previous commissioner, may he rest in peace, Sam Bass died, Sam Bass was the previous chairman of the chair member of the Aegis board on behalf of law enforcement. And Brian's telling us that he's now that guy, and he was chosen by we don't know who or we don't know why, because, and I quote, he's around all the time. Do we not get input into who's our police member of Aegis?
No, I mean, Aegis is a separate agency.
No, but they're mandated to have a police representative in their chair, in their board, right?
Correct.
That's in the legislation.
Correct. I mean,
do we not get to nominate who we
command,
want to be the
command
chair? Right. Sorry, go ahead.
High command should, but obviously Aegis could say, you know what, I don't want to deal with this person.
Well, we didn't even suggest anybody. They just
I'm just saying,
they just chose them straight up.
I'm just saying they can always play ball with you as well in the same kind of vein, and
Well,
they can choose who they want anyways.
There's no playing ball. They didn't even talk to us. There's no negotiation. There was no hardball. As far as I'm aware, they didn't even ask anything about us. They just chose him without consulting anyone.
Right. But now you go back and say, you know what, we want to pick this person instead, and Aegis says, you know what, we don't want that person.
What if we chose you, Axel? How do you think about that? Because I feel like if it was the previous commissioner, what if it was the new commissioner now? I feel like that would make sense.
I like that.
Makes sense.
I'll fire Brian from Aegis myself. That's perfect.
All right, let's do it. Where did they go? Where did Eve and
Well, I gotta talk to them first.
We don't need to do it right now, but.
Well, we're in a time of war. Time is of the essence.
No, we should not do it right now. Come
Axel,
on.
Sorry, Commissioner. So I
would
would like
so many conversations in the past. Let's not do it again. I don't want to go through the same nightmares last night.
What nightmare happened last night?
Oh, I don't want to go through it again.
Okay. I'm not going to make you relive it if it's like traumatic. I was explaining because Dark was about to ask, why is the MCU director involved at such a high level for tactical operations. But I think the answer to that is
the Senate,
because he's Aegis. He's the head of Aegis.
No.
He's the police head of
Senate.
Agents.
He was